Hey guys, let's try another streamer for Pike. Don't know when I will release that, because I have to wait till I can show you these nice discs from Paolo for the Waterpushing Fly, so the mirror's mouse imitation. Really cool, really like them. So I will start tying the dragon tail for this fly on this shank. Will be articulated, 2 hooks. Oh yeah, will be a lot of fun. So we go with an XL dragon tail. We get a big fly. The Bauer flu yellow ones. Really like the Bauer tails. Don't know why, but had some good results with them. And just tie it down like that. Get some super glue and tighten it. So next thing, we tie this fly on an Ahrex hook, or actually on 2 Ahrex hooks. TP 610, hope you can read that. This is size 2.0, will be the stinger hook. Like that. A little bit of super glue on the shank to attach the thread, and then we can place the tiny bit titanium with the fast clip for the tail in here as well, into the glue. It prevents it from moving anywhere. Let it stick out a tiny bit. You don't need to fold the titanium backwards or anything like that, as there will be no tension on it. It's only the tail. Perfect. So we tie it really fancy, keep everything yellow. Maybe we make the head red and then put the yellow disc in front of it again. On it again. I really like this idea, so we'll just do it. And just start with a little piece of bucktail. Just shorten the tips a bit, so I realigned the tips, and will be all around this length. Can just tie that down here. Perfect. Of course, now we'll cut the end bits of the bucktail, as I didn't really roast it. Usually I leave them there, but like that, I don't like it. And then we take some flu yellow Nayat. Just some shorter pieces, we don't need really long pieces here. Just a really small amount, otherwise we'll make the fly too heavy. Really nice color, this flu yellow. So patch has a really good length as well. Got it from Mark, from Smartloose. Good quality Nayat. But you can also use the Bauer selected Nayat or anything else. But if you don't know the material, really check it out. It's really nice. So then we need to get some flesh. We got some yellow Flashabou here, and we've got some polar flash here, which works with every color. So start with the polar flash. Small amount. And then we take some of the yellow Flashabou as well. And then I found some, it's actually not really new, it's out longer, but I never tied with it, and I didn't really know it is existing on the market. But yeah, you never learn enough. What this stuff here? It's a lateral scale. I know there is lateral scale, but I didn't know that there was also this thin lateral scale. And actually bought it to tie some sea bass flies, but I think also work really nice in a fly like that. So we use this later as well. I'll take some of the polar reflector flash in yellow, like that, and just tie it down. Just to cover the hook here. And we place a little bit of the Fluo yellow ripple ice fiber on top. And same thing on the other side of the fly, like that. So this is really hard to brush out, as you then rip quite a few pieces out, so you always use a dubbing needle for that when I don't tie anything else in front of it. So let's get that closed here, make a knot, take the glue. Oh, we forgot something. Oh. And then we take this cool saddle tails from Paolo. So this will be a complete Paolo fly. Like that. And like that. We make a knot in here and get some super glue in here. So these are the small tails. There are also existing bigger ones, like this ones here, but for my taste they are just a little bit too long. Maybe if you tie really big musky flies, but the small ones I really like. and they really make your fly move up and down and sideways. It's a pretty cool effect they have on the fly. So it's not just for looking. So we're using pike wire to connect these hooks. This is a 20 lb. I'm usually using 40, but I just can't find it, and I don't think it makes such a big difference. Just connecting them is a little bit stiffer then, but so maybe like that the fly is just getting a bit more movement. I've never tested it out. I'm pretty sure it will work as well. So we just slide these articulated beads on it, a total of 4 beads. Like that. And then we get again a TP 610, put in 4/0. From the size, it's similar to a Partridge 6/0 Universal Predator, but the hook gap is a little bit wider, and the wire though is a bit thinner, so it's not that heavy. But yeah, you can just use the hook you like more. So we get a little bit of super glue on the shank and just tie it down. We move thread and then we just tie this on top. Just a few loose wraps to ensure everything is in place, and then you can, if you want, you can tie it down like that. So we just tie this a little bit down here into the gap. So now this is nicely moving here. Move the thread forward, and if you want you can go through here, through the hook eye, and then just tie it down. It's possible if you want to do that. It keeps the whole shank quite nice and flat and keeps tying easier. So we go to this point now, and we grab our yellow bucktail again. This time take a few nice long hairs out of it. Yeah, looks good. And we tie it in reverse. 2 loose wraps. Move it a bit with the fingers around it, just twist it. Or you just pull your thread tight and it moves around it automatically, just as you prefer it. Just reverse that. You probably want to have it standing like that. Just tie it in here, also reverse. Now it's really nice because then you can just brush it back and it will distribute nicely around it, and then just fold it back with your fingers, watch the stinger hook, and then just tie it down. And what we do now again is this time we take this really thin lateral scale, just to have a mixture of different Flashabou in it. So also like them really for sea bass flies. Then you just take one string and cut it in half and use it for each side. but now we can just put a little bit more flesh in it, so it's around 6-7 strands probably. And just reverse them and tie them here on top, so they are not leaning against it, but are in the same angle with Nayat, so you can brush it in. And then we can take a rattle like that. I cut the front bit loose, so I have a little bit more space. I'll just hit it with a lot of super glue to keep it tight. Just go around it once, so I close the thread in the middle there a bit. And now we take our polar reflector flash here. And just tie it in front of the rattle. And then we just go on top of it, so it just disappears. So no rattle there anymore. Nice thing that you can really hide it with this reflector flash. I really like it. And now we can make the head. We take some more of the Bucktail. Again, a nice long piece. Like that. Will do the trick. And this time tie it really close to the butts. And reverse it into the material and try, if possible, tie a bit on top of it to save the space here. So like that. That's good. Just want to get a little bit flatter, so we just build up the cone here. Perfect. And we save it with a little bit of super glue. And now we grab our saddle tails again. It's getting quite tight now from the space, so we have to see. First tail in. Second tail in. And now we have a tiny bit of space left. So we take a really big amount of the red-orange Bucktail. Tips are really long, so just get a few out and realign them. Just too long for me, so like that. Be good to tie them on the top bit. And the same thing on the rear side. Of course they will spin around anyway, but I just want to get quite a bit of material in here to get it really bulky.
spin it with the thread and really go with tight wraps around it, and then that's what we want. So I'll make a few more wraps, a bit of super glue on the thread, 2 or 3 more wraps, make a knot into it. Then we'll reverse it like that. We'll push it a bit like you would do it with a hair sticker. And now we got the space for our disc here. Like that. It's pretty cool. And then we take a razor blade and you can just cut it onto the right proportion, like you would do it with deer belly hair. So like that, and then you put in the tail. And then you got a really fancy, cool looking water pushing big pike or musky fly. Thanks for watching.